Today's video is all about goals and how important it is having a bit of a plan to try and achieve those goals. So let's get straight into it. Before we do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if this does anything for you. Goals. Sounds easy. Everybody's got them. Everybody thinks that they know what they want, but they are not so easy to achieve. And what I mean by that is this. How many of you know people in your life that say, man, I want to do this, or I've got this great idea for that, or if I could only stop this day job and do the music thing full time? Great ideas, great goals. How many of them do you know that have actually done it? So I don't mean for that to sound patronizing. It's not. But having a goal and figuring out a bit of a work plan to try and achieve that goal is extremely important. Some people find this quite easy, some do not. When it comes to music or anything in my life, because my whole life has revolved around music, I find that the easiest thing for me is to reverse engineer. So if you're going to get into music, think about what the end thing that you're trying to achieve is. Now that can be anything, right? Don't think small. If you want to be a Taylor Swift type figure, aim for that. Think about this, but you have to think correctly. And what I mean by that is don't be wishy-washy. If that's what you believe you are capable of, you are capable of. She did it. She's human. You're human. We're all human. We can achieve these things. But the difference between a Taylor Swift type figure is the fact that she set goals and she worked on achieving said goal to eventually get to that plan. So in steps, this is what I suggest that you do. You figure out exactly what it is you think you want, right? And you work backwards. Think about the steps or the pivots that are required to move you to that main want that you have envisioned for your life. And then work on little goals towards getting towards that vision. So in a music world, let's take something small, or at least what I regard is small. It's not though, it's quite massive. An album release. An up-and-coming singer-songwriter or band member might think, man, I want to put out an album and I would love to have our material across the streaming networks. We'll talk about that in a whole different video. But maybe they don't know where to start. Well, think about it. The only way to have an album out there is to have songs. The only way to have songs is to work on your craft and create songs. The only way to create those songs is to get them recorded and then mixed and mastered, etc., etc., etc. Now, there are shortcuts, of course there are. And with everybody using AI, again, we'll talk about that in another video, but there are shortcuts. I don't come from a let's take the shortcut kind of life. It served me well. We're all different. I said that in the introductory video. So I don't expect our journeys to be identical, but I will say this, the pie at the end of it is so much sweeter if you've worked for it. So back to the artist thing. You craft songs. When you believe in those songs, you get those songs recorded, whether it's independently or at a studio. Once those songs are recorded, you think about where you want to put them, where you want to distribute them, how you want to distribute them. And before you know it, you've got an album out there. So that seems easy, but there's a lot of minimal tasks that require a lot of effort and work in the background that we'll talk about over the next few months. But yeah, the long and short of it is the best way to start succeeding towards that main thing that you want in your life is to set goals and work on small steps. And if you don't know how to reverse engineer and you're more of a forward or fail forward kind of thinker, well, then just do it the other way. Do something. If it works, cool, go to the next thing. If it doesn't, figure out what didn't work, reevaluate, try it again, go to the next thing. You're going to get there. It's no different to a video game. If you guys play video games, I used to as a kid. You have to get through a certain amount of levels to go up a level. And you only go up a level by succeeding through the previous level. A music career is pretty much the same thing. A little bit more complicated, a lot more sharks in the waters, but some really good people along the way too. And I'm hoping that you can experience this. and that you can have a positive experience with it, like I feel I have. Even with the negatives, it's, dust them off your shoulder. It's not even worth harping on about. So to conclude, if you're thinking about music or you want to make that next step in your music career, think about what it is you want and be definitive and be realistic, but be dreamy too. Like, if that's the life you want and you think it's up here, don't worry about your current circumstances. Envision it, manifest it, and start working towards it. Think of it no different to bodybuilding, and I am obviously not a bodybuilder, but if you think of it in the same way, you don't just become a Hulk Hogan, big WWE type wrestler looking guy by waking up one morning and going, oh, I want to be buff. It doesn't work like that. You've got to spend years watching what you eat. You have to spend years in the gym, training, etc., etc., etc. A music career is no different. But at least if you know where you're headed, the training becomes a lot easier and worthwhile because you work through the pain, knowing that you're working towards that main want that you want in your life. So I hope that's helpful. If it is, I know I said it earlier, but please hit that subscribe button and I will see you on the next one.